Are you an office worker, a stewardess, or even a student? No matter who you are, you will be entering the work life. Thus, it is important for you to know about trade union. You might be wondering, what is trade union? The Cambridge Dictionary defines trade union as an organization that represents the people who work in a particular industry, protect their rights, and discuss their pay and working conditions with employers. Trade unions seek to regulate the employment relationship through the direct process of collective bargaining with management. Over the last 25 years, there has been a widespread decline in trade union membership throughout most of Western Europe. In only 8 out of the current 27 member states of the European Union are more than half of the employed population members of a trade union. We have seen on what is trade union and the trend in membership generally. But how about trade union in Malaysia? Does the trade union membership in our country show the same trend? According to the Trade Union Affairs Department, only 875,193 or 6% of the 14.5 million workers in the country are currently union members.
Section 2 of Trade Union Act 1959 defines trade union or union as any association or combination of workmen or employers. The working place either in West Malaysia or Sabah or Sarawak, which share at least one of the following rules. So basically, there are 5 rules of trade union in Malaysia, which is provided in Section 2 of Trade Union Act 1959 that will be presented later. So the first role of trade union is to regulate the relations between workmen and employer.
This is to promote good industrial relations between the parties, to improve the workmen's working conditions and enhance their economic and social status, which benefits the workmen, and also to increase productivity, in which the employer will benefit from it.
The second role is to regulate the relations between its members.
This is provided in the union's constitution, which laid down the general constitution of trade union, the obligation of its members, and etc. Next, trade union also represent its members, either workmen or employees, in trade disputes. Besides, Section 36 allows trade union to represent its members in proceedings before a committee of investigation or a board of inquiry.
The fourth role is to conduct or dealing with trade disputes and matters related thereto.
Trade union can be the reason why trade dispute arises. For example, when request of recognition by trade union was rejected by the employers. The final role is trade union have to promote, organize or finance industrial actions such as strikes or lockouts in any trade union or industry, or provide the provision of pay or other benefits for its members during a strike or lockout. Strikes and lockouts used to compel the employer and employee, respectively, to agree to terms or conditions of employment when the parties are unable to negotiate a collective agreement. So, the main purpose of trade union is to provide service to its members, and this traditional role has not changed at all.
Thank you, dear teammates. Today, I would like to talk about benefits of trade union membership. There are several types of benefits of trade union. First of all is secure membership right. When filing a lawsuit, having a union by your side will give you some strength against your employers. Members of union workers are quite often give free or heavily subsidized access to legal resources. Secondly is mediator between employers and employees. Union will represent employees in negotiation and acknowledging employers' right. Next is improve wage and earn rewards. Trade union will utilize their collective bargaining power to negotiate better wages, retirement, vacation, life care, sick leave, overtime, and other benefits. It also negotiates with management to acquire the effectively contract for workers. Workers workers who express their concern through a union have a higher probability of having their concerns to be addressed. In addition, it's easy to notify issues of the employees. Unions provide direct interaction platforms whereby employees' dissatisfaction can be updated frequently to the employer, and feedback from the employer can be conveniently and accurately disseminated to the employees. Last but not least, it can help to keep a safety of workers. Employees are more willing to report safety issues and breaches to the union, which will also put pressure on the employer to have a better working atmosphere. Without unions, companies either become too paternalistic or too autocratic. That's all from me. Thank you.
In this section, I will explain about the effectiveness of trade union. The first factor that contributes the effectiveness of a trade union is union sustainability. The current study focuses on employees and trade union in private sector, which are commonly challenged by external factors, particularly the economic condition and employers' prerogative. Thus, being able to adapt to these changing work environments could make trade union more pertinent to the workers. Second factor is union membership and leadership. The common ways to measure strength of a trade union is by the size of the membership as well as type of leadership. A trade union that have a large membership among the labor force is considered strong in number. A trade union is considered effective if it has a respectable leader. Third factor is union objective. The primary objective of a trade union formation is to meet its members' needs by protecting and promoting their interests. This objective is translated into the following laws that include representing workers in negotiation and collective bargaining, workplace dispute and litigation. Fourth factor is union contribution. Workers join a trade union partly because they believe that the entity is able to contribute to their welfare and well-being with respect to their employment. At the macro level, trade unions are considered effective if they are able to contribute to and promote industrial harmony at enterprise, industry, and national level. The last factor that contributes to trade union effectiveness is achievement of success. A trade union is considered effective if it is able to achieve its goals successfully, where this goal represents the interests of its members. The common measures of a trade union success include its ability in conducting collective bargaining activities leading to sound collective agreement and favorable decision in trade dispute. Trade unions that have a good track record and achievement project a positive image to their existing and prospective members.
Now, I'm going to explain the challenge and issue faced by trade union.
One of the challenges is the employer's response against trade union organizations. Every trade union establishment must have permissions from employer before being registered with the Department of Trade Union Affairs. However, there is some employers that refuse to recognize unions, which will make it hard for workers to negotiate on claims such as salary, term of employment, and leave. Next, there is also an economic downturn that causes many workers to lose their job. This results in the reduction of trade union members. Third one is legal and economic policy constraint. The government has introduced the Industrial Relations Act 1967 to control the disputes arises between employers and employees, as well as trade unions. However, this act also means to control the power of trade unions from fighting for their rights and welfare. The issue of trade union that happened in Malaysia. First, unfair dismissal of Malaysia Airlines workers. In 2015, Malaysia Airlines Company decided to terminate 6,000 workers, which most of them are union members. Due to the financial loss during the year, although the unions tried to help prevent the termination, it was still inevitable. Next issue are the job stability of employee during COVID-19. The pandemic has caused an economic downturn which is impacting the workers concerned with the risk of worker being terminated. Malaysia Trade Union Congress has tried to persuade the government to introduce an emergency employment regulation which will bar employers from retrenching workers until the country's economy recovers from COVID fallout.